Good evening and welcome to Canyon High School's site of the second round of the 6A playoffs as two of the hottest teams in the greater San Antonio area go to battle tonight as the 16-3-3 Smithson Valley Rangers take on the 19-1-3 Reagan Rattlers. The winner moves on to the third round next week. On the Rangers Network, I'm Brant Freeman here with you at New Braunfels from Canyon High School as Smithson Valley takes on the Reagan Rattlers. The Rangers a winner in round one last Friday. Smithson Valley knocked off O'Connor in a shootout, winning the shootout 4-2 to advance, while Reagan a 5-1 winner over Hayes in round one to move on to round two. Coming up next, we have the start of tonight's match as Smithson Valley takes on Reagan right here in the Rangers Network. We're back in a moment.
Number 8, Jessica.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's. Right now, Smithson Valley High School has an enrollment of 2,659 students. But did you know? It's projected that a current kindergartner on the path to become a Ranger will join more than 4,200 students their freshman year. Why? Because Comal County is the 7th fastest growing county in the USA, and CISD continues to attract families looking for quality education for their children. The more we grow, the more you need to know. Find out more at comalisd.org.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I volunteered us to host the Band Booster fundraiser meeting.
When?
Tonight, and we'll need to have something to eat, too.
No! Sure, honey. How many are coming?
I don't know, like 5?
Thank you for calling Smoky Moe's. This is Katie. Yes, ma'am, we can feed 3 to 8 with our family pack.
Actually, it's more like 20 are coming.
Yes, ma'am, we can feed 20 with our group pack.
Actually, make that 50. The Silver Spurs dance team is coming too.
Absolutely, we can feed 50 with our group pack.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless, your Smithson Valley dentist. We are proud to be located right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community. On Highway 46, between Ranger Stadium and Highway 281, you'll find Summer Hill Dental. Dental care with advanced technology. We specialize in family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. Come see us at Summer Hill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to the Army National Guard, Baden, Balfour, Baylor Scott and White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and Tick-A-Tap Ticketing. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and thank you for listening to this state playoff contest. Enjoy the game.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, man.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the movie channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem right here at Canyon High School on the red turf. And we're getting one of the final looks at the red surface here at Canyon High School, as it will be torn apart next week, replaced by the natural green look here at Canyon. Coming up, Smithson Valley and Reagan, round 2 of the 6A postseason. Winner moves on to the third round next week to play either Clemens or Vandergrift, those two playing later tonight. Smithson Valley coming in 16-3-3. The Rangers on a 14-match unbeaten streak. The Rangers dropped their 27-6 opener to Steele and have not lost since then, to include a playoff opening round win last week over O'Connor, while the Rattlers come in even hotter. Reagan 19-1-3, a 22-match unbeaten streak. Reagan opened the year 0-1-2, since then 19-0-1. They won their playoff opener last week over Hayes 5-1 in Seguin. As we see the Rangers take the pitch for the first time here tonight on a sunny and windy Friday evening here in New Braunfels. The wind howling from right to left here at Canyon Stadium, as we see head coach Jason Atkins give his final instructions to his team. 15th year head coach at Smithson Valley. 221 wins for Coach Atkins. Opposing him, by the way, another longtime head coach for the Reagan Rattlers, Frankie Whitlock. At her 18th season at Reagan, the only coach this program has ever known. And Coach Whitlock on the doorstep of a couple of milestones. At Reagan, she is 1 win shy of 350 in her career, and in 32 years of coaching, sitting on 599 career wins. Reagan, out of the 26 6A district, wearing the green jerseys here tonight. The Rangers, out of 27 6A, are wearing their whites. Smithson Valley finished in second in district this year with a 10-1-3 record, finishing second behind the champion Steel Knights. Reagan won his district, going 11-0-1, the fourth consecutive district title for these Rattlers. You go back to the playoff win for the Rangers last week, and Coach Atkins really spoke about how that was such an intense match. Scoreless affair in both the first and second halves. Scoreless in 2 overtimes. The game was won on penalty kicks by the Rangers 4-2. And Coach Atkins said obviously both teams didn't want to lose that game, but the Rangers had that other edge about them. They're trying to avenge a loss to the Panthers last season in the playoffs. And speaking of playoff history, 2 years ago, it was these Reagan Rattlers that ended the Rangers season in the third round. You look at the stars for these two teams, and the Rangers have their share of stars, to include Caitlin Bumgarner, the junior, 20 goals this season, leads his team in scoring. Other teammates of hers do the job as well here in 2017. A look at players like Haley Smith and Gabby Valdez. Valdez for the Rangers, a junior as well, a 3-year varsity player. And Mackenzie Malo, also a junior, tied for third of the team in goals scored. Meanwhile, look at the Reagan Rattlers and the biggest star to look out for tonight, number 28, Taylor Olson, a senior for Reagan, one of 13 seniors on this veteran squad. 36 goals so far in 2017. The Rangers as a team have 44 scored this year. Olson in her career, 60 goals, 18 assists, and a future Oklahoma State Cowgirl. Both she and Lauren Anderson, a fellow senior on this team, will be in Stillwater next season playing collegiate soccer. And now both teams have taken the pitch here at Cougar Stadium. In goal tonight for the Reagan Rattlers, it is Krista Moravitz, a senior. Has only given up 7 goals all year long. For the Rangers, Sarah Arande. Arande played all 100 minutes last week in the win over O'Connor, filling in for the injured Natalie Kutak. Kutak and Arande, the only 2 seniors for Smithson Valley. If you haven't heard about it, Kutak tore her ACL in the regular season finale against New Braunfels. And so Arande is the one in net from here on out. And we are underway from Cougar Stadium on the Rangers Network. Brent Freeman, glad to have you with us here on this Friday night in New Braunfels. With it now was Kelsey Long for Reagan. Has it taken away and punched out by the Rattlers. That goes off of Lydia Jones. Played well by Bumgarner, wearing the orange shoes here tonight for the Rangers. Actually, it was Bumgarner as she battles on the near side of the pitch, centers it up ahead to Gabby Valdez. And sent back the other way. And Reagan a chance to throw in towards the Ranger goal. In the first minute of the first half, scoreless here from Cougar Stadium. In terms of scoring, again, the Rangers have scored 44 goals this year, averaging about 2 goals a match. And when they score twice or more this season, Smithson Valley nearly unbeatable. In fact, they have not been beaten this year. 11-0-1 when scoring 2 goals or more. Smithson Valley thwarting off the Reagan opportunity. Bumgarner has that deflected. Now lining it up is Long for the Rattlers. Back towards center. That pass over the head of her Reagan teammate. That's Olson. Chase it down to the corner. Great play by Olson. And now a chance to toss in here from the corner. Great speed by Olson, a tremendous athlete, by the way. One of the best triple jump athletes in the entire state. Here's a chance, and Arande easily scoops it up. And that scoring chance goes by the wayside for Reagan. 2 minutes in, no score. Reagan has scored 95 goals this year. The Rattlers are averaging over 4 goals a match. And they have scored 2 goals or more 19 times this year. Their record 18-1-0. Low loss for them was the only loss of the season. And the opener against Round Rock Westwood seems like ages ago, back on January the 5th. No losses since then. That pass for Smith got away. No action happening at center pitch. Reagan controls now. Along the far side, Lauren Anderson, one of those 13 seniors playing for Reagan, has it taken away. Back to the back line, and Reagan goes to work. We spoke earlier about head coach Frankie Whitlock of the Rattlers. Again, 1 win shy of 600 in her career. The only coach in Reagan girls soccer history. A career winning percentage in 32 years of coaching of .835. And in 18 years at Reagan has only suffered 50 losses. There's a bouncer that Arande is able to gather in before Rachel Hilliard of Reagan could do anything with it. As Reagan so far has been on the offensive early on, very aggressive. Baumgartner trying to do that now for the Rangers. Here's Valdez. Takes it back towards center. Good pass. Angle to the far side. Ranger in trouble on this windy Friday evening. And back on the Rattlers here. Up with it now was Gabby Olson, no relation to Taylor. As the Rangers chase it down and send it away. Well, we spoke again. 6A opener. Over the patch he's played. Now 6 minutes in. Forget. Here's 2014 and in 15. And in that 15 trip, beat Smithson Valley along the way in the third round. A 1-0 Reagan win. Lydia Jones centers it up. Now to Olson. That shot deflected and creeps in the here. Semifinal. And at 33:05 left in the first half, it's 1-0 Reagan. And again, the Rangers have yet to be on the offensive here in the first half. They've yet to cross center pitch. Action towards the far side. No Rangers are back. With it down for the Rattlers is Jones. Pass deflected by Valdez. Now the Rangers back line trying to get something going as they are going into this howling wind. Holds. Here's Perez for Reagan. Centers it to Olson. And does. A relentless attack by Reagan here in the early going. A lot of contact as Reagan another chance here, but not much of one as Hilliard's deflected ball chased down by the Rangers. That could be trouble. Rangers send it back the other way. Now here's Lydia Jones with the pass to Gabby Olson. Reagan looking for a shot. Olson takes it. And now a ronde for the Rangers. Now that is a tough matchup for Ashley Dade on the back line for Smithson Valley against Taylor Olson. Held her own that time. Now Lexi Burton for Reagan. Nobody home. And Aronde will send it back in. 9.5 gone by from Cougar Stadium. 1-0 Rattlers. Winner moves on to play either Clemens or Vandergrift in the third round next week. Clemens, of course, a fellow 27-6A team. Along with Smithson Valley, 3 teams in the district are still playing. In addition to the Rangers and the Buffaloes, Steele also still playing. The Knights playing San Antonio Johnson later tonight at 8 o'clock. That Clemens-Vandergrift game taking place in San Marcos. Clemens a 1-0 winner over Clark in the first round last week. Steele won its game over Brennan 7-1 in the opening round. The other 27-6A playoff team with the Canyon Cougarettes. They dropped their opener to Brandeis last week 2-1. Boy, and giving the Rangers all kinds of Senate. As we said earlier, a future teammate of Taylor Olson's next fall at Oklahoma State. Tossed in from the far side. Another chance here for the Rattlers. Thwarted back by the Rangers. For the moment. Normally on our Friday night, that'd count for 3. A look back at the Rangers season thus far, 16 wins. Now the 3rd year in a row that Smithson Valley has won 15 matches or more. Again, they did come up short, just short, for a district championship, snapping a 3-season streak of winning a district title. But did open the playoffs last week with their win over O'Connor. And now in the second round for the 3rd consecutive year. That's whistled against the Rattlers. Olson battling towards the corner against Ashley Dade. And Smithson Valley still trying to establish an attack. They have not crossed center pitch in the match yet. Headed off by Reagan. Another whistle against the Rattlers. The Rangers defensively, a very good team this year. Have only given up 13 goals in the season's first 22 matches. Comes out to an average of 0.59. And with that 13 shutouts, 7 coming in district play. And since the beginning of the 2014 year, the program has 54 shutouts. Will not get their 55th here tonight. On the attack now for the Rattlers is Hilliard. Ranger back line, very aggressive, tracking her down. Nice move made. Not much of a shot there, though. Here's Bumgarner for the Rangers. Finds a teammate who's cornered over the head of Bumgarner there, and the Rangers will toss it back in. More on Aronde, who again did give up the goal, but did give a lot of effort in the process as well. Against O'Connor last week, Coach Atkins said earlier today that he had been splitting time this year with Aronde and Natalie Kutak for this very reason. In the event somebody gets hurt, wanted to make sure that the next player in line had enough experience to play like Aronde did against the Panthers. And she may have to be flawless for the final 65 minutes of this match. The Rattlers this year, and they're 20. A goal advantage plus. Aronde gives the honors here to a teammate. 15 minutes in, 1-0, Rattlers scoring in the 7th minute. Nice takeaway there by Reagan. Shot deflected by Corey Hernandez of the Rattlers. Contact. And a Rattler is down. And time is called. Clock stops at 24:51. And now the Reagan training staff is being called in. Rattler players back up. To a nice applause from the Reagan fans. Good showing for both teams here tonight. And Coach Whitlock will send in the sub. More injuries can happen this time of year. Smithson Valley knows that. Speaking of Kutak, tore her ACL in the regular season finale. New Reagan Rattler into the game now, by the way, is Sarah Puga, a junior midfielder. Second of the team in goal scorers, not a bad sub to bring in. And now a scoring chance here for Taylor Olson. Rangers setting up the defense. Could be a make or break moment in this match as Olson lines it up. With the wind gusting behind her. Officials making sure everything is in order. Olsen awaits, and here we go. Here's the shot. Aronde tips it, deflected. And haven't seen the official ruling yet. It's going to be a corner kick now for the Rattlers. No goal there, but nearly for Olsen, who will now provide the honors on the corner kick. But now she's joined in the corner by Anderson. It is Olsen. She centers. A lot of traffic down there. Rangers send it back. And the Rangers have dodged a bullet. And a nice play there by Ashley Dade. Screening off the Rattler, trying to get back to the ball. Still a 1-0 Reagan lead, but by a hair. Olsen inches away from giving them a 2-0 lead. But Reagan continues to play the role of aggressor in this match. 16 minutes in, as Smithson Valley has yet to have a shot, has yet to cross center pitch here tonight. Where Ronde has to dive in front of Anderson to save that one. A lot of history between these two programs. They used to share a district with one another back before there was a 6A classification. But the Rangers have never beaten the Rattlers. In fact, Reagan has ended Smithson Valley's season 3 times over the past 5 years. Here's Bumgarner for the Rangers, their best player. Trying to advance the ball, but sent back out by Reagan's Lydia Jones, a 2-year varsity player, good senior defender. And back comes Smithson Valley. Bumgarner shielded off by Reagan's Kelsey Long, and that play goes away quickly for Smithson Valley. Olsen fighting for the ball for Reagan. Fended off by the Rangers, and Smithson Valley again trying to advance it. Valdez battling with Corey Hernandez, who goes down. But the whistle's against the Rattlers. 18 minutes scoring the match. Bumgarner trying to find an alley to it. She's sent back by Lydia Jones. Rangers on the attack for the first time. Valdez weaving through Rattlers, but too many to get through. Now Olsen tripped up. 2 Rangers and a Rattler go down. And Olsen is still down. And again, the senior is having a career year. Taylor Olsen As her teammates and the official look over her right now, far side of the pitch, 36 goals and 9 assists this season. Both numbers career highs, 4 hat tricks this year, including a 4-goal match against Roosevelt back on February 21st. And it will be an Oklahoma State Cowgirl this coming fall. And is able to bounce back up. Olsendale, for the time being, will come out now. Second Rattler to leave the match in this first half, at least momentarily. As in now is Angela Baltimore for Reagan. Here's Julia Thiel now for the Rattlers. Rangers set up their line. Thiel's kick. Aronde deflects it over the top of the goal. And there's applause from both sides here. Ranger fans, obviously, Reagan fans as well. Aronde there. Dikembe Mutombo, that ball over the top of the goal. However, a corner kick now for the Rattlers. Rangers' job not done defensively. Towards center. Aronde dives, but it creeps through. Reagan leads 2-0. So goals now for the Rattlers at 33:05 and at 20:20. 2-0 Reagan. And the Rangers still in search of their first shot of the match. A lot of traffic down there. Hard to tell who scored the goal for Reagan. And the Rangers have some work to do. Again, the Rattlers have not lost this year, lost just once, rather, in 19 games in which they've scored 2 goals or more. And that only loss came when they were still playing NFL regular season football, January the 5th. Here's Valdez now for the Rangers as the Rattler goes down. Reagan not giving the Rangers room to breathe. Alexa Fink giving Valdez all kinds of trouble. And back comes Reagan. We spoke earlier about the 27 6A girls field still alive in the postseason. Just one boys soccer team still playing out of 27 6A. As Aronde has to chase it down off the jump with the save. Good pass to the Baumgartner, but sent back by Lydia Jones. The only boys soccer team still playing, New Braunfels. The Unicorns, the winner over Brandeis last week. They're playing San Antonio Johnson at Ferris Stadium tonight in San Antonio. Meanwhile, the district champion, Clemens, lost in the first round to San Antonio J. Canyons boys and Wagner's boys also lost. Smithson Valley's boys finished in 5th place in 27 6A this year. 2-0 Reagan. Now with 18:25 to go until halftime. And the Rattlers have been dominant tonight, as they have been the entire month of March. Again, 3 ties this year. The last one came February 28th. But since then, 5-0 in this month, outscoring their teams to include tonight's match, 25-3. And we're seeing why firsthand. A lot of athleticism and depth for Reagan. offensively and defensively and in goal, although again, back in goal tonight, Krista Moravitz. Not much work to do for the Rattlers. We haven't called her name at all tonight. She only played in the first half last week against Hayes in the 5-1 Reagan win and had 3 saves, not allowing a goal. Marking the 3rd straight match that Reagan has not allowed a first half goal during the streak of theirs. Rangers still looking for their first shot tonight and maybe a chance down here. Trailing 2-0. Here's Valdez. 2 Rattlers right there defensively, and the ball taken away. Nice centering pass, but too far. But taken away by the Rattlers and saved in. Tight roping is Fink to keep it alive and sent out of bounds. Ranger chasing her down. Casey Peak. One of 13 juniors for Coach Atkins. A lot of this group coming back next year. Only 2 seniors on the roster, both in goal. Here's a nice centering pass, and it goes through for the Rattlers. Now a 3-0 lead. Aronde so busy here in this first half. She's had a couple of nice saves. But Reagan again not letting up and unable to dodge every bullet. But now goals at 33:05, 20-20, and 16-12. Now for Smithson Valley, Rachel Zuba. Thrown in right to a Rattler. Taken away by Reagan's Bethany Perez. And Zuba lets that one go. Beyond the halfway point of the first half, 3-0 Reagan. Pass towards center, gets away from the Rangers. Olsen on the attack, but Aronde beats her there. And Reagan has done this tonight without a whole lot from Olsen. And again, you see just how active Aronde has been this evening. Even on non-true scoring chances for the Rattlers, she's moving. Bumgarner has no angle to it. And back comes Reagan. By the way, coming up at half, which we are about 15 minutes away from, we'll be visiting with longtime athletic secretary Donna Moore at Smithson Valley High School. We'll speak to her about her longtime working relationship with head football coach Larry Hill, the new Comal ISD AD Liana Gombert, and what the Rangers do over the summer in terms of camps being held. Bumgarner giving chase, but again, the Rattler back line able to fend her off. Cut off by Reagan's Bryn Jackson. And back to the back line is Lexi Burton resets, a first-year varsity player for Reagan. Can't say that about too many other players. Again, a veteran team, which last year won 19 matches but was one and done Clemens beat Reagan in the opening round 4-3. This after back-to-back region titles for the Rattlers. The deepest run the program has made under Coach Whitlock was a state championship match in 2004. Here's Zuba. But quick. Looking at what else is happening around Smithson Valley, the Rangers softball team 20 games into the season, and the Rangers are 12-8, currently 5-3 in 27 6A play, good for a tie for third place. Tonight, the Rangers at East Central, looking to avenge a 7-2 loss to the Hornets earlier this year. And by the way, we'll have some Rangers softball for you later this month or next month in April, right here on the Rangers Network. Smithson Valley Baseball also 20 games into the season, and they are 15-5 and 5-1 so far in district play. Here's Olsen again for the Rattlers. As we approach the 11-minute mark of the first half. Olsen with a shot. Off the bounce, Arande is right there. Ranger Baseball currently ranked 10th, or 9th rather, in the latest Express News San Antonio area top 10. And tonight, Smithson Valley playing for its 5th win in a row as they take on the Braunfels Unicorns, not far from here at Unicorn Field. Ranger chasing it down there was Demita Mendoza. But again, that Rattler back line, not much breathing room, give it up. Lexi Burton the play there for the Rattlers. The next Ranger baseball home game is coming up next Friday against East Central. And like Smithson Valley softball, we'll have Ranger baseball next month in April right here on the Rangers Network. A lot of longtime coaches in Rangers athletics. Chad Kale, the baseball coach, one of them. Coach Hill, obviously you know, and Coach Atkins here in season number 15 as Smithson Valley's girls soccer coach. Pass towards center. Chasing it down is Caitlin Smith for the Rangers. Can't quite find an angle to it, and now Smith, the sophomore, goes down. We spoke earlier about the shootout win for the Rangers last week, and Smith scored the 4th and final goal for the Rangers. Also came up big in the regular season finale against the Braunfels with an assist and a 2-1 Ranger win. And now being looked at. 3-0 Reagan with 9:10 to go here in the first half. Other notes, back at Smithson Valley, how about Ranger Wrestling coming off its first ever year? And senior Ariana Mendoza earned All-American status, finishing 8th overall in the nation at the girls' national tournament this past weekend in Oklahoma. Mendoza was a senior, by the way, and she'll be going to University of Texas this coming fall with the hopes of joining UT's wrestling club. And now Smith is walking back towards the Ranger bench and doing so very slowly. As we approach the 9-minute mark of the first half, again, Smithson Valley has yet to get a shot on goal here tonight. It's been all Reagan so far through the match's first 31 minutes. And now we resume play. Headed off towards center, looking for Bumgarner. Rattlers there, though, defensively. Back towards center. Here's Valdez. Reagan again on the attack, looking for Olsen. Finds a crease. The pass deflected back to Olsen. The shot, she scores easily. Taylor Olsen, another goal for the Reagan Rattlers. For her 37th this year, 4-0 Reagan. That a display of a Division I soccer player. Heading towards a Power 5 conference in the Big 12. Will soon be playing for Oklahoma State. And makes a Power 5 play. The Rangers had the players back, but you tip your cap to Olsen there, who was simply better. And Olsen in on this play as well. Tossed in towards Bumgarner, deflected out by Lydia Jones. That is now 9 postseason goals already for the Rattlers, and this just their second playoff match. Here's Casey Peak for the Rangers, tossing it in. Looking for Bumgarner. 3 Rattlers are back. And Reagan again looking for a chance. Again, here is Olsen. Weaves by 1 Ranger, but no teammates are home, as that is sent out of bounds. 7:45 to go, first half. With Reagan dominating. Goals at 33:05, 20:20, 16:12, and now 8:47. A dangerous deflection there. Sent back by Smithson Valley. Here's Bumgarner chasing it down. Trying to get past Jones and does. 2 more Rattlers to beat, though, and she keeps it alive. Jones again, though, on the deflection, making life very difficult for Caitlin Bumgarner. Again, you look at the stars of these 2 teams. Obviously, Olsen for the Rattlers. And it's Bumgarner for the Rangers. Coach Atkins has said that every team has to have that one player, and she's ours. Another Rattler slowing it up as play continues. And now the whistles are blown. It's been a very physical match so far. And the Reagan Rattler down, now slowing it up is Julia Thiel, one of their 3 team captains. Back up on her feet as play resumes with 6:10 to go in the opening half. And now stoppage for a substitution here, I believe, for Reagan. Well, Coach Atkins comes out now to visit with our official. Conversation happening far side of the pitch. Again, Coach Atkins, year number 15 at Smithson Valley. Played high school soccer nearby at San Antonio MacArthur and collegiately also at San Antonio at Incarnate Word. The next win he gets will be 222 in his career. Official visiting with players for both teams. For Reagan, that's Elena Brown. As Smithson Valley tries to set something up. A long conversation finally ends, and here we go. Nice play made by Haley Smith of Smithson Valley. Right into traffic, though, and thwarted off by Lauren Anderson. Whistles again blow as they try to sort everything out. Approaching the final 5.5 minutes of the first half. Rangers trying to find some semblance of confidence and momentum going into the locker rooms, as it has been all Reagan so far tonight. Tossed in towards Smith. Back to her defender. More contact as the Reagan back line right there and involved in another play. Now Hilliard battling with Smithson Valley's Rachel Zuba. This comes back to the Rangers. Smithson Valley going into the wind and into the shadows here of Cougar Stadium. Looking to get on the board. Here's the pass from Peak, right to center. And not much of a chance that time for Smithson Valley. Olsen lurking for the Rattlers. Ranger back line with some work to do. Back towards center. Bumgarner trying to find a chance there for the Rangers. And maybe one coming up now as that goes off the foot of Bryn Jackson. Tossed in by Zuba. Now Valdez, or check it, Jessica Overstreet for the Rangers. Centering pass up ahead to Sierra Young, one of the captains. Now it's Smith. Chasing it down to Zuba. Trying to save it in. And she keeps it alive. Here's a pass to Bumgarner. Looking for a shot. She'll take one, but the save is made by Morvitz. First true attack of the night for the Rangers. Their first shot on goal, thwarted away by Morvitz. That's her fourth postseason save. If you're the Rangers, you could have asked for a better chance there. You get it to your top attacker in Bumgarner with a good look at it, but a better save made by Morvitz. Boy, Olsen nearly took it away from Smithson Valley's back line. Overstreet looking for a teammate up ahead to Zuba. Deflected nicely off of Jackson and back to Smithson Valley. And that's headed off by Lydia Jones. Rangers again to toss it in. And again it's Peak. Looking for anybody, but it got behind her teammate Overstreet. Back towards center. Overstreet again. Sent back by Jones. Here comes Reagan. It's Jayla Toussaint. Nice defensive play made by Smithson Valley. Now Zuba again to the near side of the pitch as the lights have now come on at Cougar Stadium. Final 90 seconds first half. Bumgarner can't quite get there. Jones deflects. Sent back out by Smithson Valley's Sierra Young. And Reagan may be looking for one more scoring chance here in the first half. The role of aggressors so far through the match's first 39 minutes. Again, the winner moves on to the third round to play either Vandegrift or Clemens next week on the Region 4 side of the 6A bracket. Jackson the throw-in. Right to a Ranger. Olsen was bracketed. And unable to save it there was Alexa Fink. As we are now down to the final 30 seconds of the first half. Boy, dangerous with Olsen lurking there, and Arande has to come out and fish it away with Fink in pursuit. Final 10 seconds now, the first half. And the Rangers will go to the locker rooms with a lot of work to do with perhaps only 40 minutes left in their season as Reagan has played a dominating first half here from Cougar Stadium. Your score at halftime from New Braunfels. It is Reagan 4, Smithson Valley 0. Halftime coverage coming up right here on the Rangers Network. We're back in a moment.
Broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, ma'am.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
Atkins throwing deep over the middle for Hauser, makes a catch in stride at the 40. Slips a tackle at the 35-yard line. He is gone. Touchdown, Smithson Valley, 81 yards, and the Rangers have a 13-0 lead.
Smithson Valley athletics coverage is about to evolve because we're doing it the Ranger way. Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on RangersNetwork.com. Go inside the fieldhouse at Ranger Stadium for unprecedented access with Rangers coaches and players all season long.
Turnover for Smithson Valley.
Watch every home and away game the day after, complete, and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football. Game film breakdowns by Coach Hill and Brant Freeman. Senior moments with Emily. And learn the game the Smithson Valley way. And Ranger Radio is back. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. However, we are taking the term network to a whole new level. Our mission is to create a community network by joining Smithson Valley High School athletes, students, faculty, and families to local Spring Branch and Bulverde residents through RangersNetwork.com. This creates the most amazing marketing opportunity for local businesses that has never been available before. Right here, and right here, 24 hours a day on Rangers Network. Be a part of tradition, excellence, and success. Be a part of Rangers Network. Be a Ranger.
By score of 4-0. Brent Freeman here with you, joined now by Donna Moore, the athletic secretary at Smithson Valley High School. And Donna, thanks for joining us. As I understand it, you were at several previous high schools, school districts prior to coming to Smithson Valley. What's your time been like now as a Ranger?
Oh, I love Smithson Valley. I love the fans. We've got the best fans in the world, and love working at Smithson Valley High School.
Now, your office is located right next to head football coach Larry Hills. What's it like working for Coach Hill or with him?
Well, Coach Hill, he is not only a good football coach, but he's a great man, and I highly respect him, and I enjoy being out in the field house and enjoying the athletes.
Mm-hmm. Now, every time of year is a busy time of year to one another, fall and spring.
Well, I am always working on football. Football is a year-round thing, even when we're not in the season. And then with the other sports, of course, I hit volleyball, and then I've got cross-country as well, and then we'll come up on wrestling, and then basketball season, soccer, and baseball, softball, and the track season.
If you can, give us an idea of what it is that you do during the football season, since it is your busiest.
Well, I'm very behind the scenes. I take care of my season ticket holders, make sure that they renew their tickets or get the seats that they would like to have, and I set up the game. Coach Hill does everything on the field, and I do everything off the field. I have to set up my workers, and I usually have about 30 people working at a varsity football game.
And spring football is coming up here very soon, this next month. April 24th, I believe, is the start date for that. What role do you have in that?
Well, spring football, not so much. I mean, I am beginning to work on season ticket holders and getting out emails to them, letting them know that they'll be able to start renewing their tickets May 1st. And then I'll work until about mid-June, and then I'll take about 3 weeks off and rest and then come back.
So once the summer does hit, when you take off time mid-June, come right back there, though, in July, what are you doing over the summer? I know a lot of camps are happening with football and other programs at Smithson Valley.
Well, we have our regular strength and conditioning camp, which is going to go most of the summer except for a couple of weeks. And then Ranger football camp for those 7th, 8th, and 9th graders will begin in August. I didn't bring those dates with me, but you can look on Ranger Network and see those camp forms. We also will be having a volleyball camp going on this summer, and wrestling is developing a camp that's going to be going on, as well as baseball. And basketball normally will have their camps as well. Not seen their flyers yet, but we'll get it on Ranger Network soon as we see those forms.
And how else can Ranger fans go about contacting you for more information on these camps or perhaps season tickets?
Well, give me a call at the office, and they can always email me, and that's what I'm there for. So I enjoy hearing from my fans.
All right, that again, Donna Moore, athletic secretary at Smithson Valley, joining us here at the half. Again, the score, it's Reagan 4, Smithson Valley 0. Donna, thank you again so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Brent.
All right, back with more halftime coverage in just a moment right here on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's. Right now, Smithson Valley High School has an enrollment of 2,659 students. But did you know? It's projected that a current kindergartner on the path to become a Ranger will join more than 4,200 students their freshman year. Why? Because Comal County is the 7th fastest growing county in the USA, and CISD continues to attract families looking for quality education for their children. The more we grow, the more you need to know. Find out more at comalisd.org.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I volunteered us to host the Band Booster fundraiser meeting.
When?
Tonight, and we'll need to have something to eat too.
No! Sure, honey. How many are coming?
I don't know, like 5?
Thank you for calling Smoky Mo's. This is Katie. Yes, ma'am, we can feed 3 to 8 with our family pack.
Actually, it's more like 20 are coming.
Yes, ma'am, we can feed 20 with our group pack.
Actually, make that 50. The Silver Spurs dance team is coming too.
Absolutely, we can feed 50 with our group pack.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless, your Smithson Valley dentist. We are proud to be located right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community. On Highway 46, between Ranger Stadium and Highway 281, you'll find Summer Hill Dental. Dental care with advanced technology, we specialize in family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. Come see us at Summer Hill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
We are the UIL.
From the coaches
to the players,
to the educators.
We've been in your shoes.
Extracurricular activities are essential to the development of our youth.
From proposed rule changes
to the relaxation of transfer rules, we keep it fair.
New academic contests, we hear you loud and clear.
New events are music to our ears. We just added film. That's a wrap.
Educational activities help young people become productive citizens.
From staph infections to steroid use,
to cardiac and concussions.
Health and safety is a priority.
Heat, heart, and health history.
From heat-related illness to head injuries to heart-related issues to the medical history of students.
Your well-being is our priority because we are the UIL.
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 Back on the Rangers Network from Cougar Stadium here in New Braunfels on a breezy Friday night here in late March. All Reagan through one half of play in round 2 of the 6A playoffs in Region 4. 4-0 Rattlers. Reagan scored early, 6 minutes and 55 seconds into the match, and scored again at the 20-20 mark, 16-12. And at 8:47, the final goal coming off of the foot of Taylor Olson, her 37th goal this season, 61st of her career. Meanwhile, Smithson Valley just one shot on goal. That courtesy of Caitlin Bumgarner late in the first half. Rangers have a lot of work to do, down by 4 against one of the greater San Antonio area's teams, the Reagan Rattlers, a team which has not lost since the season opener back in January the 5th against the Warriors of Round Rock Westwood. We should note, though, that now Smithson Valley is playing with this howling wind, breezing heavily from right to left across the red turf here at Cougar Stadium. And again, this is likely the final athletic event ever to be played on the red surface. They will tear it up next week and back to the traditional green at Cougar Stadium. Smithson Valley 16-3-3 coming into the match, wearing the white jerseys and shorts. So tonight, the Rattlers 19-1-3 are wearing the green. Smithson Valley's last loss, also the month of January, back in January 24th against Steele. And those Steele Knights are still playing. 7-1 winners last week over San Antonio Brennan, and they're playing San Antonio Johnson about 45 minutes from now in San Antonio. Second half underway here from New Braunfels. The red turf, by the way, nothing new for the Rangers, obviously being in a district with Canyon for so many years since the turf went up a number of years ago. But having troubles on it tonight against a great opponent in Reagan. Bumgarner sneaks through. Here's a nice pass towards center. No clean shot, though, for the Rangers, at least not yet. That ball is sit out. And Smithson Valley will have a chance here. Or no, it'll be sent back in by Reagan. Well, it took the Rangers about 35 minutes to get their first shot on goal in the first half and nearly had one there in the first minute of the second half. Still in goal, by the way, is Krista Moravitz for the Rattlers. She only played in the first half in the win over Hayes last week. Nice aggressive play by Bumgarner early part of the second half. And now Reagan's back line working a lot of this in for the first time tonight. Here's Zuba for the Rangers, finds a teammate. Centering pass, Valdez with a shot, and sails wide. But Smithson Valley, for the first time of the match, really building some pressure against Reagan's defense. Only 16 goals given up in their 24 matches on the season coming in. Now Moravitz. Off the head of Zuba. Back towards center. Angle pass to the near side of the pitch is cut off. Olsen denied momentarily. And back comes Reagan. We alluded to Coach Atkins' impressive district numbers in terms of wins and losses over the past 3 years. Well, Coach Whitlock for Reagan has some nice numbers of her own. Reagan looking for a scoring chance here. Olsen can't quite track it down. Nice defensive play made by Smithson Valley. Also in pursuit there was Anderson. Rangers not out of the woods just yet. Now Valdez angles it up ahead. Smith on the attack. Cut off by Reagan. Good defensive play made by Burton. Keeps it away from two Rangers and goes down. The score might be one-sided right now, but this has been a very physical match the entire way. Exhibit A right there, Olsen, hounded by Erica Martinez. Again, more on Coach Whitlock and the Rattler program. 4 consecutive district titles to include this year. And over that stretch, their district record, in a good district, mind you, 42-2-3. Again, these are two San Antonio area heavyweights playing right now. Nice pass by Thiel. Rangers, though, back defensively. And no clean look that time for the Rattlers. The Reagan girls, not the only ones still playing soccer from that school. The boys soccer team also having a big season for the Rattlers, a 15-win campaign, and they're playing Clark in the second round tonight. Reagan's had really good athletic programs across the board since they came about back in the early 2000s, or 1999 rather, was the first year of Reagan High School. Fielding varsity teams for the first time in 2000. You look at football, some notable quarterbacks have played at Reagan. Trevor Knight, former Oklahoma Sooner, Texas A&M Aggie, recently wrapped up his college career in College Station. And Kellen Mond, who actually decided to forego a senior season at Reagan, playing for IMG Academy instead. He's going to be playing football at Texas A&M as well, coming up this fall. In terms of baseball, a couple of ex-Rattler players now playing in the majors. Jeff Manship and Anthony Vasquez. Here's Olsen, a chance for Reagan. Gets by the Rangers defense, a shot, and her second goal tonight. Brilliant offensive display again from Taylor Olson. Just broke into that second gear, and the Rangers had a hard time catching up. Aronde doing her best in goal, but Olson a step better. 5-0 now, Rattlers. And Olson now a goal away from her 5th hat trick of the year. Well, barring a Ranger miracle, their 2017 season will come to a close 34 minutes from now. But still another successful season for Coach Atkins and the program, a 16-win campaign. And a relatively young team as well. Smithson Valley this year returning to 7 players with varsity experience. All but 2 goalkeepers are back next year in 2018. Next year's senior class, much larger. There'll be 13 Rangers as seniors next season. To include Bumgarner, the team's top goal scorer, with 20 this year. Speaking of career numbers, and again, Olsen now 62 career goals. Bumgarner with 42 of her own. 31 assists for the junior. Has had 1 shot on goal so far tonight. Not much of a chance that time for the Rangers as Moravich scoops it up. 7 minutes gone by, second half. Reagan a comfortable 5-0 lead. Now for Smithson Valley, it's Mendoza. That passed it off the other way by Kelsey Long. Rangers stay in pursuit. Reagan back line is back defensively, though, with 1 Ranger attacker, and Moravitz picks it up in front of her. Here's Olsen. She has been dangerous in the open pitch so far tonight. 2 goals already. And she's got it again. Look out. A pass this time. But her teammate Gabby Olsen bracketed by 3 Rangers. Aronde sends it back the other way. Here's Valdez. Shot from Overstreet. Back to no shot that time for the Rangers. Here's Olsen again. The Ranger defender trying to beat her. Olsen maintains it. Off the side of the goal. A tip of the cap to Erica Martinez of Smithson Valley, the junior, with her hands full there against Taylor Olsen. Held her own. And now mass subs for the Rattlers. Nearly a fourth of the way through the second half. 5-0 Reagan. The Rattlers led 4-0 at halftime. Here's Bumgarner, tracks it down with a shot. Rangers on the board. Caitlin Baumgartner makes it a 5-1 Rattler lead as she scratches across her 21st goal of the season, squeezing by 2 Rattler defenders. At the 30-27 mark of the second half, Smithson Valley has scored a second-round goal. And now career goal number 43 for the junior Caitlin Baumgartner. Very distinguishable with her orange cleats on this red surface. Knocks it in at the 30-27 mark of the second half. Again, the Rangers have played even with the Rattlers here in the second half. Now 1 goal apiece since halftime. Baumgartner perhaps looking for more. Weaving through traffic, looking for a clean shot. Doesn't get one there. As Moravec scoops it up. That the first goal Moravec has allowed since March the 10th against San Antonio Johnson. And actually looking at goal now, it is Camille Quiones, the sophomore, in for Reagan. And that the first goal she has given up since February the 28th against Churchill, so her first this month. Again, a dominating March for the Rattlers. 5-0 so far in the month. Arande right there off a weak shot attempt by Olsen. Rangers playing much better since halftime, but a lot of work to do. And maybe another chance here. Mendoza tosses it in. Valdez trying to find an alley to it. She has it again. Back towards center. Here's Baumgartner. Dealing with 4 Reagan defenders and the whistle blown. And now lining it up for the Rangers is Haley Smith. Shades her eyes for a look at the Reagan defense. And here we go. Left-footed try. Save made. Diving attempt made by Quiones. Keeps it a 5-1 match. A really good chance there by Haley Smith, the sophomore. Second leading goal scorer this year for the Rangers, with 9 of them so far this season. But now Smithson Valley with a corner chance. And Baumgartner will send it in. Tees it up, and here we go. Off the head of a Ranger, wide of the target. Something about playing with the wind tonight. Against Smithson Valley has been on the attack far more often on this side of the pitch than they were in the first half. And Reagan the same. Their one true scoring chance they did capitalize on, but have not had many chances since halftime. Angled pass is cut off by Hilliard. Nice play by Zuba of Smithson Valley. Now Mendoza with a pass. Back is Jones for Reagan, and Quiones scoops it away from Smithson Valley. A 4-0 halftime lead. Rattlers ballooned to 5-0 at the 34-14 mark of the second half, but the Rangers answered with a goal by Bumgarner at 30-27. Now the clock reads 25:50 in the second half. Reagan in front 5-1. Here's Smith. Nice footwork. And finds a teammate a few feet behind her. Sent back by the Rattlers, chased down by the Rangers back line. Olsen in pursuit. And here comes Reagan. Now it's Hilliard. Pass to nobody as Dade sends it back the other way. The far side of the pitch. And Reagan will toss it in. Sun slowly setting here in New Braunfels. Rangers hope it's not setting on their season. A down 4 goals, 24:45 left. It's going to take a lot of work against a really good Rattler team riding a 22-match unbeaten streak. Boy, Zuba. Nice effort to cut that off from Hilliard. And it goes off of Hilliard and back to Smithson Valley. Give Zuba a lot of credit there for the Rangers. Great play made by the freshman. One of 3 freshmen playing for Coach Atkins here in 2017. Again, in terms of varsity soccer, this is a very young team, one that won 16 games heading into the night. So as good as Smithson Valley has been in 2017, the Rangers might be even better in 2018. The biggest answer the Rangers are going to have to provide is the question of who plays in goal next year. Kutak and Aronde, both seniors. Now, Matty Cousins is also a goalkeeper on this team and is a junior. Could be the one in line for the job. Keona's into traffic. Last touch by Reagan. Dade will throw it in now for Smithson Valley. Now Mendoza. Pass toward Smithson Valley keeps it alive. Nice angle. And the Rangers again toss it in. And Lydia Jones makes quick work of that. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. 5-1 Rattlers. They won by a score of 5-1 last week against Hayes at TLU. Texas Lutheran University there in Seguin is where the match was played. A lot of Rattlers involved in the scoring in that match. 4 different players scored, although Olsen did score twice for Reagan. The exact formula of the way things have gone tonight. 4 different Rattlers have scored. Olsen has scored twice. In fact, Olsen has scored the last 2 goals for the Rattlers. As Reagan brings in some subs again. And Kionis to send it back in. Dade against Olsen. Rangers on the attack again. Pass for Smith, cut off by the Rattlers. And now chasing it down is Martinez. Zuba in pursuit now for Smithson Valley. Smith comes away with it. Now Overstreet, looking for an angle, finds a teammate towards center. But again, Reagan playing the passing lanes very well. Quick sub here for Smithson Valley before Day throws it in. Reagan plays Bumgarner well. Here's Overstreet now with a nice pass. Last touched by Smithson Valley, though, and back to the Rattlers. And now Coach Whitlock making another sub here for Reagan. Again, her 18th season at Reagan High School, the only coach the program has ever known, sitting on 349 wins as Reagan's head coach. 599 all told in her 32 years of coaching. On the door, with regional and national coach of the year. Head coach has had some really good runs with Reagan. State semifinals in 14 and 15. State championship match in 2004. And has the kind of roster this year to make a state title run. 13 seniors, 5 juniors on Reagan's team. And most of the seniors, big-time contributors as well, to include Moravitz and Hawthorne in goal. Obviously, Taylor Olson, one of the team's 3 captains. The other 2 captains, Thiel and Gates, also seniors. As we have surpassed the halfway point of the second half, 5-1 Reagan. A stoppage of plays. The Rangers get their substitutions in order. Again, the goal scored by Reagan at 33:05 of the first half, 20-20 in the first half as well. 16-12 and 8:47 the first half marks in the second half. Olsen scoring again at the 34-14 mark. The Rangers scored their lone goal at 30-27 by Bumgarner. Again, the UAL Soccer State Tournament is coming up April the 12th through the 15th at the Birkelbach Field in Georgetown. More information can be found online at UILTexas.org. And coming up later this summer, the UAL Softball State Tournament, May 31st through June 3rd, and the Baseball State Tournament, June 7th through June 10th. Again, more information can be found in all sports by going to UILTexas.org. Reviewing this Rangers season, Smithson Valley went 5-2 in non-district play, and again finished 27-6A play, 10-1-3. Only loss came in the district opener against Steele. Here's Olsen looking for her third goal tonight. Just wide. In one-on-one situations, Olsen has been nearly unstoppable so far this evening. Although Mendoza played that about as well as she could have for Smithson Valley. Looking at the other program still alive in Region 4, again, the winner of this match will take on the winner between Clemens and Vandergrift. As Mendoza will send it in now for Smithson Valley. And a hard shot off the face there of Reagan's Gabby Olsen. Hands on her knees right now. Bumgarner looking for a chance. And sent back the other way. McAllen is playing Hannah in the bottom part of the bracket. And San Antonio Southwest is playing Harlingen South. No teammate home there for Overstreet, but back to the Ranger back line. Here's Dade. Centers it to a teammate. Reagan's back line. Plays that well. And again, Mendoza now for the Rangers. Angles it to the far side of the pitch. And now it's Mackenzie Malo for Smithson Valley. Haven't called her name a whole lot tonight. Malo, 4 goals in the year, 2 assists. Tied for third of the team in goal scored this year, along with Valdez. And Malo now to toss it in. As we approach the final 14 minutes of the match, and Reagan makes another change in goal. As Quiones comes out. Megan Hawthorne now in for the Rattlers. Third different goalkeeper tonight for Reagan. Valdez has that one taken away and back to Reagan. In Region 2, teams still playing. It's Sashi against Lee, Coppell against College Park, Round Rock and Klein Oak, Hendrickson and Memorial. Reagan on the attack, and Dade has to send that one out of bounds just to keep the Rattlers from getting on the attack, but not enough defenders back for Smithson Valley. And Region 1, the Woodlands and Rowlett, Rockwall, still playing along with Klein Collins, Cedar Ridge, Klein, and Westwood. And again, that Westwood team, the only one to have beaten Reagan this year, all the way back on January the 5th. In fact, hard to believe, watching the game unfold the way it has so far tonight. Reagan began the year 0-1-2, winless in its first 3 matches. Since then, 19-0-1. And playing it off the bounce is Aronde for Smithson Valley. Thanks again, by the way, to Donna Moore, Athletic Secretary of Smithson Valley, for joining us earlier. Something she spoke about is the fact that season ticket sales are ongoing for Smithson Valley football, and summer camps coming up as well. For more information, you can navigate further on rangersnetwork.com or contact the athletic office. Save made by Hawthorne, who did play in goal, by the way, for the Rattlers in their win over Hayes last week, giving up a goal but did have 2 saves against the Rebels. A 5-1 Reagan win. Right now there's their lead, 5-1, with 12 minutes to go in the second half. So Reagan will improve, again barring a miraculous finish, to 21-3. And they'll play either Clemens or Vandergrift this coming Tuesday. Those two actually were supposed to play Thursday. Their game was scheduled incorrectly Thursday. We say that because of state testing this week, as they were one of two playoff matches scheduled for Thursday. Both had to be pushed back to tonight to avoid breaking state law. UIL rules state that there cannot be any postseason games played Monday through Thursday of testing week. However, regular season baseball and softball is allowed. So while there wasn't any Ranger soccer on Tuesday in the postseason, there was Ranger baseball and softball. Good defensive play made by Kelsey Long, a two-year varsity player for Reagan, thwarting off a Smithson Valley scoring chance. About 3/4 of the way through now, here in round two, 3/4 of the way through the second half, with Reagan comfortably in control. We do have more network coverage, though, coming up next month. Both Ranger softball and baseball can be seen right here on RangersNetwork.com. District matches coming up for both teams as they make their playoff pushes. Coming 27th evening, Rangers third as Olsen again looking for a chance for Reagan. Won't get one here. Well played by Martinez. While Ranger baseball 5-1 so far in 27 6A play. A near mistake by Smithson Valley as Olsen got a hold of it. Not a great look though. Reagan looking for one here. Here's Olsen. And last touch by Smithson Valley stays on this end of the pitch. Under 10 minutes to go. Throwing it in now for the Rattlers is Eden Jones. But now gives away to a teammate as she comes out. And now in for Reagan, Savannah Wall. One of those 13 seniors for the Rattlers, and she'll throw it in. Able to locate Toussaint deep into the corner. Centering pass with a bunch of Rangers there. The ball gets by. Near disaster as Olsen was waiting back for Reagan. And finally the Rangers get it out of there. Here's Oatman now, or Smith rather, for Smithson Valley. Saw her leave the match earlier. Good to see her back in. Malo with the pass in to Valdez. Not much of a chance there for the Rangers that time. Again, they've been much more aggressive here in this second half. I've had multiple shots on goal after just one in the first half. That one came late with about 5 minutes to go until halftime. Now they have cashed in on one prior scoring opportunity. Honors going to Caitlin Bumgarner. And again, not much of a chance that time for Smithson Valley. As you look back at the first 22 matches of the year for Smithson Valley, as the end does draw closer with Bumgarner checking back into the match, plus 31 in goal disparity. Rangers scoring 44 times, giving up just 13. Coming into the night with 13 shutouts this year. And again, this with a young group of just 2 seniors on the roster. So while the season will come to a close here in the second round of the playoffs this evening, not much for this team to hang its head about. Finishing second in a very good district, 27-6A, won by Steele this year. And again, the Rangers suffering just 1 district defeat, and that to the Knights back on January 24th. And this playoff match tonight, a very big learning experience for this team, and they will remember it heading into 2018. This is the kind of opposition that awaits you in the postseason. Realignment, by the way, was this past year, so the district will look the same in 2018. Smithson Valley with the Braunfels and Canyon, along with Clemens and Steele, Judson and Wagner, and East Central. On the attack now, Anderson. Pass to Olsen, back to Anderson. Right off the mitts of Sarah Aronde. And while there are only the 2 seniors on the team, Aronde is one of them. The other is Kutak, and again, unavailable tonight in goal. Even had the Rangers won the match tonight, Kutak unavailable the rest of the season, tearing her ACL against the Braunfels in the regular season finale. You look back at their careers, between them 7 years of varsity experience. Kutak, a 4-year player. Aronde, a 3-year player. Kutak just 26 goals given up in 61 career varsity matches. So again, good feelings about next season. It will be tough to see those 2 go. Their goals against average this season coming into the match tonight. For Kutak, 0.38, giving up 4 all year long. Aronde, 0.74, giving up to 7 all season. But the Rangers, again, running into a bit of a buzzsaw here tonight. With that goal by Olsen at the 34-14 mark of the second half, now an even 100 goals scored this year by Reagan. An unreal number. And they're 27th this month. Final 3:15 here from Cougar Stadium. And a lot of next-level players as well on this Reagan team. We mentioned earlier that both Anderson and Olsen will be playing at Oklahoma State. The goalie we saw earlier, Krista Moravitz, will play soccer at UT Dallas. Corey Hernandez, one of the senior forwards for the Rattlers, another Division I talent, will play at Louisiana Tech. Gabby Olsen, no relation to Taylor, will stay put here in San Antonio and play Division II soccer at St. Mary's. Smithson Valley will finish the season 16-4-3. But in the postseason now, for the 14th time in 15 years under Coach Atkins. Meanwhile, Reagan now, a 20-win team, will await the winner between Clemens and Vandergrift, who play in San Marcos this evening. Final minute 45 now. Olsen, by the way, now out of the match for Reagan, finishing with 2 goals, and she is now 2 shy of 40 this year. Smithson Valley, a valiant effort of the second half, but the first half just too much for the Rangers to overcome as Reagan jumped out early and often, led 4-0 at halftime, scoring the game's first goal at the 33:05 mark, and never let up. It's here in 2017. Chance began as their team is round 3 and now on their feet from Cougar Stadium as the final 10 seconds tick away here in Braunfels. The 6A playoffs. Reagan 5, Smithson Valley 1. Back to wrap things up on the Rangers Network. We're back in just a moment.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to the Army National Guard, Baden, Balfour, Baylor Scott and White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and Tick-A-Tap Ticketing. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and thank you for listening to this state playoff contest. Enjoy the game.
And welcome back to Cougar Stadium here on the Rangers Network. Coach Atkins, Smithson Valley, talking to his team for the final time here in 2017 as the Rangers season comes to a close with a 5-1 loss to Reagan here in round 2 of the 6A playoffs. Goals scored by Reagan tonight at the 33:05 mark of the first half, along with the 2020 mark, 16-12 and 8:47 in the second half, scoring their only goal at the 34:14 mark. 2 goals scored tonight by Taylor Olson to lead the way, now has 38 goals on the season. For the Rangers, their lone goal scored by Caitlin Bumgarner at 30:27 in the second half. Again, with the win, the Rattlers improved to 21-3 on the season. They will play either Clemens or Vandergrift in the third round next week. The Rangers season ends with a record of 16-4-3. And by the way, a milestone win for the opposing head coach tonight, Frankie Whitlock, now 350 in her career at Reagan High School overall in her 32nd year of coaching, and even 6 Coach Whitlock. And that'll do it for our coverage here of round 2 of the playoffs on the Rangers Network. Once again, our final score, Reagan 5, Smithson Valley 1. On behalf of our entire Rangers Network crew, I'm Brant Freeman. This has been a production of Wick Productions. Good night from Canyon High School.